Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Oscar Ramos, and I have for you the top 10 moments from the most recent Silvio Micali interview from the London Reel. I've done all the work for you, so just sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. If you like this, go ahead and thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells. Let's go ahead and get started. In number one, everybody, this is a complete masterclass. Everything that Silvio Micali is saying, from the beginning till the end, wow. Starts talking about cryptocurrency, starts talking about cryptography, starts talking about algorithms, and it's like, wow, explaining each one of them in very simple manners, basically saying that cryptography is a secret writing from one to one. Only those two parties understand what's happening, no one else. So in those terms, cryptocurrencies and the world of blockchains, it's tied up in that concept from if I want to send money to your wallet and receive money from your wallet, only the two of us know what's happening, no one else. So masterclass, very intelligent person, and definitely somebody to look for. In place number two, we have what is a blockchain. So he comes and says, look, in my early years, he knew about Bitcoin, but back in the day and up until today, Bitcoin is pretty much owned by a couple of few pools that if something were to happen to those big Bitcoin mining pools, probably the entire Bitcoin ecosystem would suffer just a little bit. Wouldn't be the end of Bitcoin, of course, but it would just suffer, and it is not well decentralized. That is the point of blockchains and cryptocurrencies, right? Well, in Algorand, for him, it's about decentralization, opening to everyone, and have financial inclusion. So he goes and refers to what the blockchain has to be, which transparency is the key for blockchain. In number three, we have the trilemma, which Silvio thinks it's false. But what is the trilemma? Let me explain. The trilemma pretty much says that you can never have the three of these together working fine for a blockchain. And what are these three? Decentralization, security, and scalability. That is what Vitalik said previously, and the interviewer asked that to Micali. And it was like, cool stuff. What Micali said, Silvio said, Algorand is going to have a chance of the trilemma, having scalability well, having security, and having decentralization. Decentralization is something very important for Silvio, based allowing everybody to participate. Security is also a powerful one too. And as an owner of an Algorand wallet, I do feel my Algorands are safe based on what? The scalability. That is something he also says on step number 4. Trilemma 3, Algorand 4, these are tied in because he starts talking about what Algorand offers, which is a pure proof of stake. One thing that I've learned actually is that there are many proof of stake categories. His is pure, which it actually allowing everybody to participate. That is the protocol that Algorand stands for. But take a look at this, which is pretty cool. We know when he was talking about Algorand, we know the issues that come with Ethereum. Main issue that a lot of people are facing, and me as an AMP token holder trying to stake at the Flex network, are the gas fees, because they're super expensive. If you want to take money out from your Coinbase wallet or put money inside a Coinbase wallet, $500, $200, $100, it's insane. Well, he's saying with Algorand, 4.4 seconds, 2/10 of a cent. That is the cost of transactions in Algorand. So he is advocating very strongly for this pure proof of stake blockchains that I've been using in the past as a customer with the Algorand wallet staking. No problem so far. And governance is also one thing about Algorand that I really like, where you can voice out your opinion. As long as you own Algorand, you're staking it, you have a voice, you have a vote. Rights. And that is the decentralization aspect. Scalability with lower cost allows people from all backgrounds, not just the elite. That's what he said too. So that is pretty powerful. 3 and 4 done. Number 5, competition, everybody. What he says is the following. He welcomes competition. That is what makes blockchains better. And that is the proof of allowing everybody to update. Because if you don't update, you die, in his words. So in all, we have AVX, Cardano, Algorand, Ethereum, Polkadot, and much more. And more will come. But Algorand, I think, in my opinion, puts itself at a nice position from where it's standing right now. Open your options very widely, as always, diversify. Number 6, regulations. So what are regulations? He says good blockchain and bad blockchain. So legislators and the government need to understand what these are and prevent bad blockchain to exist and allow good blockchains to thrive. So know the difference. In my opinion, Oscar Ramos saying, right now, I think it could take a long time for legislators to really come to a good regulation standard. It seems that cryptocurrencies are blockchains are taking a while to really catch up, and technology is going to really set itself apart from regulations and the government. Good, bad, I'm not the one to decide. But in the end, Silvio says that regulation is a must to protect people's privacy and protects people, because there's always scams, rug pulls, or things like that in the cryptocurrency space. You guys know it. So at the end, he advocates their regulation of good and bad blockchain. Know the difference, right? Number 7, and everyone, this is a good one for all my computer scientists and philosophers here. It's called zero proof, zero knowledge proofs. So what are zero knowledge proofs? Basically what these are, everybody, is verifying something is true even though you don't know why. The best way he explained it is, of course, knowing how you can delegate information to someone so they can check you're right and you can continue following the blockchain process. You not giving all your verifications and privacy security data and allowing them to check you that you're fine, so you continue. And that's what we're seeing in blockchain happen with Algorand too and with other blockchains. Zero knowledge proofs is not a new concept, but he co-anchored that concept back in the day in the early or 80s or 90s. So that was pretty cool. He is honestly computer scientist, Turner Award recipient. Wow, pretty good stuff. So zero knowledge proofs is a concept that comes around with scientists, with people that are, studying a lot. And wow, it's applied and it will be helping, he said, blockchains and our world if we understand it better than yesterday. So that's pretty awesome. Number 8, we're looking at NFTs, everybody. And he says it's getting bigger on Algorand. He is all for it. One of the things that he said about NFTs that to me was very interesting is that Algorand does not fork. You guys know forking, right? Ethereum had a fork, the London fork. So pretty much created 2, and then the one dies, the other one thrives, which is the one that we're living in. He said that Algorand will not fork because for NFTs in particular, you're going to have a big issue if you fork and have 2 versions of the same blockchain. And what's going to happen with the NFTs that live in one and are also want to translate to the other one or transfer. So it's pretty interesting how he puts up this kind of like scenario where your NFTs might be a risk if you have a blockchain that is constantly forking. It's always to upgrade. That is another thing. Upgrade and get better development, but forking, he is not in for that. Number 9, biggest challenges for Algorand, and this is pretty cool. He said protective blockchain from quantum computers. That they're gonna come eventually. He wants to protect them from that. The ability to change the consensus, so the ability to communicate and inclusion. And of course, one of the other biggest challenges he says is the ability to bridge other and community with other blockchains. So that was pretty interesting. He wants to have Algorand in a way to be that connection, that mediator bridge to other blockchains. That is a massive intake. That's a massive task. Having maybe ABX, Ethereum, Cardano talk to each other or so. At this time, we may see some other protocols help on that, but that's what it's looking Algorand later in the future. Those are the biggest challenges they're working on. Pretty cool. And everybody, number 10, we have the future. Asking Silvio Micali, so what do you think about the future? And he said, well, at this time, the best part about it is that they have no idea what it's coming from, what it's coming towards Algorand and the blockchain. That is what it keeps him excited. But at the end, he knows Algorand has great tech, great governance, the ability to adapt, and has a long competitive journey. And as a bonus to all of you guys, price prediction for Algorand. Guess what? And I knew it was going to happen. Never was asked about price and about the Algorand future when it comes to the price prediction. And time again, I see this. Listening to Charles Hoskinson from the Cardano project, listening to Silvio Micali from the Algorand, listening to Tyler Spalding from Flex Network. If you really want to find the good long-term blockchains, they have this in common. They don't care about price predictions. They don't care about the price right now. They're worried about the work, the usability, the vision, the impact they're going to have in people's lives, in governments, in institutions, and much more. When you understand that, peace comes to you. You're not worried about the price. You're not worried about 2x and 3x in the shortest amount of time possible. And wow, it kind of changes your perspective in cryptocurrencies. Here, the big question is, will Algorand reach $10? Will Cardano reach $10? Is Algorand going to really explode sometime soon? The answer to that is, of course, but time will tell. Slowly but surely, with more adoption, with more development and technology, that's going to be a must. But you got to be willing to take on the journey, keep learning, and just enjoy the ride, because that's what cryptocurrency is all about. Don't forget about that. That, everyone, it's the top 10 moments masterclass on everything when it comes to studying blockchain and cryptocurrency. You have to remember that he's an MIT professor, and that is massive. So a little bit interesting and difficult to follow up. You watch the entire thing, which I did for you guys. So that is great. What is blockchain in a way? The Trilemma, Algorand itself, which is very cheap, very fast, and that as consumers we care the most. Competition, he welcomes it. Regulations, good and bad blockchain, zero knowledge proofs. So even though I don't know something, I don't know the reason why something works, I can decide if it's verifiable, true, or false. That is powerful. NFTs, so good NFT practices, no forking, biggest challenges, and Algorand's future, everybody. So there you guys have it. Now you know more what happened at the latest Algorand interview with the founder, Silvio Micali. Thank you, London Real. Great job again. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Excited for this episode. And as always, keeping more information in this channel, please go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. If you need my help for something, check my Patreon link down below. Support the channel so we continue with this info. And I thank you for another episode, everybody. I'll see you next time, everyone. Peace.